With the collapse of SVB and Credit Suisse crashing, is this the beginning of a new financial crisis? I don't think so, and here's why. This is not financial advice, and I'm fully aware if a crisis does happen, this video is going to be clipped into a montage on Netflix in 10 years' time being like, no one thought it would happen. Now, regarding the collapse of SVB and some other US banks, these are mainly due to specific problems with those institutions, rather than a systemic issue within the financial markets. This isn't 2008. When Lehman Brothers collapsed, it was because of a systemic issue with the financial markets, specifically the housing market. SVB collapsed because it was poorly managed. Credit Suisse is collapsing because it's poorly managed. But what I do think we're going to see is much tighter auditing of financial institutions and applications of financial regulations. It wouldn't surprise me in the next few weeks or months if other financial institutions come under fire because they're not following proper practices or because the regulator is stepping in and saying, look, you need to fix this. And I mean, that's what we want the regulator to do. We want the regulator to go in and make sure these banks are behaving themselves. And this could have the knock-on effect of higher interest rates because banks are less willing and able to lend credit. But that's not going to be as substantial as, say, a full meltdown of the financial market. The one area I am concerned about is the precedent this sets. With the US government coming in and guaranteeing deposits in SVB, this kind of green-lights banks to behave in irrational and problematic ways. Specifically, it reinforces the doctrine of too big to fail. This is the idea that big banks can basically do whatever they want, and if they crash the economy, they don't care because they know the government is going to bail them out. And this creates what we economists call a moral hazard. So I hope that regulators will do their job and make sure that banks are behaving themselves, but under the radar, they could be making riskier and riskier investments because they don't really care, because they know they're going to get bailed out. And that's what caused the 2008 financial crisis. It wasn't the collapse of Lehman Brothers, it was decades of poor regulation. If you enjoyed the video, then give it a like and leave your thoughts down below. I will see you all in another video.